Hey there, Shrine Runners! Hello, and welcome to the Fox Shrine. I'm Araxis, your host, and tonight we're going to be playing some more Limbus Company. Hey there, Kuro. Hope you're doing alright. I'm doing pretty good. Had a mostly lazy day at work, but the weather was hot, and it was certainly tiring when it's hot, even if you aren't necessarily doing too much. Anyway, the rerun for a Limbus event came out, which is the To Claim My Bones event. So we are going to be doing that tonight. Essentially what it does is add in a hard mode for one of the intervallos, and also add voices to them, because like later on in the game they decided they're going to run like the side stories without voices so that they can run a few more of them and then go back and add the voices later. Essentially, reason being, it gives them the time and space to sort of like do more story, just because it's apparently difficult to get the voice actors in without like a finalized story, because naturally you'd have to sort of like redo lines or lock them in. So yeah, we're going to be doing that tonight. So, without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Alrighty then. I'm definitely looking forward to the weekend as well, Kuro. Anyway, before I've changed a thing to the bamboo-hatted Kim display, just because I feel like it's relevant to the event that we are doing. And before we get things started, let's just do an extraction, shall we? Just for fun. And we've got Kurokumo clan Captain Ishmael up for grabs, who, if you remember Library of Ruiner, very much styled upon Sayo in that. So let's give a 10 roll a go. Probably won't get her, but whatever, it's fun, right? Let's go. Let's see if we get anything. 33 tomorrow, lovely. Okay, didn't get anything. In fact, that was the least lucky roll possible. Oh well. Anyway, let's get going, shall we? If you're seeing that I've got some reward exchange, that's because I did a mirror dungeon before the stream. So, let's go. Just to show where it is and the timeline, we're currently at the Evil Defining, and Yield My Flesh takes place a little bit after that, but before the next canto. So, let's go. Alright. Actually got a little bit referenced in the check-in event that we did before. So, let's go. Now, as I said, it's got a normal mode originally, but we are going to be doing it in hard mode. So, let's go. So, District 20 Backstreets. It's given us a big old warning over there. I think we're going to be fine. Heathcliff looked out the rattling bus window with a dour expression. Though it wasn't raining, the world outside was grey and opaque like an overcast sky. Black, pungent clouds of smoke had long devoured the atmosphere. So this is the kind of place Heathcliff used to roam.
아직도 잿빛으로 색이 바래는구려. 분명 S사에서 도망했던 정착지는 세피아 빛으로 칠해져 있던 것 같수만.
Yeah, and we're going into T-Corp's back streets. which, if we recall, got mentioned in Isung's canto, and they essentially leached all the color from the world. Capitalism, right? You gotta pay for your color.
T사의 색을 수거하는 장치가 중심에 위치해 있으니까요. 영향권에서 멀면 이런 현상이 있을 수 있다고 보고된 적이 있습니다.
아, 그런 것이었는가? 허면
Two other sinners immediately jumped in on the conversation to direct it away from whichever obscure subject Yisung and Faust were about to steer it into.
그러고 보니까
그거!
그 이상 씨가 살았던 곳 거기랑 여기가 좀 건물들이 달라 보인다 싶어서.
그래! 그 이야기 하려고 했지.
Alright. It's been a while since we started on this journey together. I was starting to grow more comfortable with the sinners. Maybe that's why I found Gregor and Roger's valiant effort to keep this conversation remotely comprehensible to most occupants of the bus pretty amusing.
그건 말이야.
And Isan, unknowingly shooting down their effort by jumping onto another complicated discussion, was another sight I'd become familiar with. While I was curious about the technology T-Corp used to drain our color, and about the behind the scenes of T-Corp's operations, it wasn't something that could be answered now. I decided to table that discussion for later. Instead, I approached Heathcliff. He was sitting on his lonesome, clearly in deep thought.
시계 대가리.
And to provide context, Heathcliff knows that he is next. It is his canto coming up. So this is after Ishmael's, but just before Heathcliff's. Still racking your head about what to wear to Wuthering Heights?
뭐? 그런 거 아니야.
Heathcliff protested, jumping up from his seat. Looks like I hit the nail right on the head.
아니, 생각을 안 한 건 아니긴 한데 그냥 옛날 생각나고 그런 게 더 커서.
I do remember hearing that Heathcliff used to live in the back streets. A part of some syndicate, if I recall correctly. Virgilius did say that we were going through the back streets instead of going straight to the T-Corp nest for a reason. And that it was because of the company's orders. Maybe there's something for us to do here? Heathcliff did spend some time in the T-Corp back streets after all. Maybe we'll run into a golden bough here?
그럴 리가 있나요? 그게 뒷골목에 굴러다니는 썩은 나뭇가지 수준이었다면 저희가 이런 개고생을 하겠어요?
True, I guess.
애초에 그 여러 의미로 대단한 저택에 이런 뒷골목에 붙어 있을 리 없잖아. 골목을 기어다니는 거렁뱅이 같은 사람들과 그들에게는 아득한 격의 차이가 있어서 말이야. 나를 초대했다는 건 이번 황금가지는 그 저택이 있는 둥지에 있을 게 뻔하겠지. 맞지?
맞습니다. 저희는 최종적으로는 T사 둥지로 향할 것입니다.
Heathcliff continued to speak in a low voice. Hubbub from outside the bus seemed to blend with his words, turning into a mass of murmurs. There was a sort of commotion outside.
그리고 최종이든 시작이든 간에 뭘 해보려면 저기서 걸리적거리고 있는 놈들부터 집어치워야겠군.
반 정도 맞는 말이군.
Heathcliff, who was muttering to himself in an uncharacteristic daze, jolted awake.
아이씨, 예고 없이 뭘 하는 건 띠띠빵빵이나 너나 다르질 않냐 어떻게?
예고의 필요성을 느끼지는 않아서 말이지.
Hey there, Serafina. How are you going? Vroom less.
아무튼 바깥에 보이는 놈들은 다 계시다.
Targets? I'm doing quite well. It was a little bit of a warm day today, unfortunately. But thankfully I've got air conditioning at home, so once I got home, they able to turn that on, and now it feels quite nice.
제거 대상이라는 뜻인가?
그런 의미만 있지는 않지. 정확한 정보는 없었지만 아무튼 저 무리 속에서 접촉해야 할 대상이 있다더군.
Yeah, other than the heat, I had a fairly sedate day. Still work. Work sucks. Because it's work. But it wasn't... I was able to, like, take it easy at least.
그 녀석을 찾아서 정보를 얻어오면 된다. 관리자. 알아들었습니까?
How are we supposed to find this target if you're not even going to tell us who it is?
타겟을 특정할 방법이 없는지 묻는군요.
Interesting, good way to rephrase that, right? No, it didn't suck. It's just that it was work. Obviously, I would rather, like, sleep in, and, like, play games at home rather than go to work.
가면 알게 되겠지. 제게도 없는 정보를 물어봐야 소용이 없습니다. 단테. 그럼 전원 하차.
I get the point that you're going for. I was somewhat wary of the way Virgilius answered me, but even in murky situations like these, you've always managed to pull through anyway. I'm sure things will get a little clearer once we get there. I slowly disembarked the bus with the rest of the sinners. Alright. So, first one over here. Okay, let's go. Now, I believe... let's sort of like maximize resources for a 12. I think it was 12 to maximize resource gain, right? Sorry, let me go back here. Was it 12? Right, I think it was, over here. Yes, 12. Okay, cool. All good. Here we go. Hey, Ada. How you going? Alright, yep, so... Yeah, 4, 8, 12. I don't think you're gonna count for this, but we'll keep you around anyway.
화점에 두지.
I'm gonna throw you in as well.
나를 불렀나?
I have a couple of Blade lineage characters because they're the event characters.
지위를 받는 건 오랜만.
이번 의뢰는 몇 발이나 들고 가야 하냐?
Alright.
출발합니다.
망설임 없이.
고래를
망설임. 연구 보고회인가?
There we go.
아니면
Now, obviously, the aim is to not actually have to deploy other people, but it's given us the chain thing, so whatever, let's go. Yeah, it does not matter that the average level is 37, because our front row is all 50.
착수.
Let's go.
형님, 그쪽으로 튑니다.
Aniki!
내가 알아서 잡는다. 너는 네 몸뚱아리 단돌이나 잘하고 있어.
Mess. We walked out of the bus and right into what appeared to be a battlefield of a violent gang war. Black cloaks flutter under the grey sky, and bloodthirsty blades clash violently. The bus had stopped not even 30 paces away from the thick of the battle. That sucks to hear. Was it? Hopefully they were giving you overtime for that, because I can't imagine that being pleasant. Like 3:48. That's rough.
저건 흑운회인가요?
Rokumo clan. I've heard of them before. I'm sure we had some identities from that syndicate. Some identity cards said Wakashu, too. They're a pretty large subsidiary of an even larger syndicate called the Thumb. I think the identities wore outfits similar to the ones they're wearing here. I think you're right. But who are they fighting?
뭐 항쟁이겠지.
Heathcliff replied in a monotone voice like he was reading from an encyclopedia. Few minutes overtime. Like, in my opinion, overtime doesn't make up for having to stay late. But you fucking take that overtime if you're able to get it. And like one time I had to still like work overtime, and I basically made sure to confirm with the manager that I would be getting overtime before continuing to work. Because fuck that otherwise. And honestly, I would have rather gone home instead.
조직끼리 치고받고 싸우는 건 뒷골목에서 흔한 일이잖아.
Also make up for it by slacking at work. Remember to poop on company time.
또 자리 세니 자기들 영역이니 하면 실랑이인 거겠지.
어느 곳에나 있는 것이로군. 힘으로 위세를 높이며 약한 자들의 고열을 빠는 자들이.
새삼스러운 것도 없지. 정도의 차이지. 조직이라면 대부분 비슷하니까. 이를테면 그래. 저런 놈이 반드시 찾아오기 마련이지.
Heathcliff raised his bat and pointed it at the approaching man. He wore the same outfit as the other Kurokumo clan members.
뭐야 당신들 10명도 넘는 것들이 모였어. 맞다 안 내려? 한판 벌여보자는 거냐?
어이, 일단 과격한 행동은 피하지. 자극해봐야 좋을 게 없지 않나.
Yeah, let's not start anything. No trouble here, mate. Oda stepped in to warn Heathcliff, but he did not budge. He remained motionless, the bat still raised and pointing threateningly at the approaching man. Is it? Did I not press the right button? Is it fixed? Is it fixed now? Okay, I must have forgotten to press the button. Silly me. It doesn't... OBS doesn't like tell you if you've actually changed it. Like, when you press the button, it's like, yep, you've changed it, but like if you've typed it in and haven't pressed the button, like it's still got what you've typed in. Thanks for letting me know. Gonna still like probably come up as that on the VOD, so I'm gonna have to remember to change it when I save it.
결말이 뻔히 나 있는데 그럴 필요가 있겠냐?
I suppose Heathcliff, as a former syndicate member, knows how things work.
저자와 결국 싸워야만 하는 건가요?
뻔하지 뭐. 항쟁을 하고 있었던 놈들이니 당연히 여긴 자기네 땅이라고 우길 거고. 그러는 와중에 제3자들이 지나갈 모양새니 통행세를 달라고 하겠지.
잘 알고 있네.
The Kurokumo clan henchman strutted before us like he owned the place.
멍청한가 싶다가도 이런 일만 되면 꼭 탐정같이 청산 유수인 게 신기하다니까요.
It's nice to have Ishmael back to her old self, right? Compared to how she was just before this. Ishmael muttered at Heathcliff, who was shrugging at us with an expression that clearly read, "I told you so."
잘 알고 있는 것 같으니까 용건만 간단히 해주지.
Alright, how much you gonna extort us?
통행세 1인당 50만 원.
500,000 per person. Now, obviously this is a South Korean game, so they're probably using something similar to won. Let's try and convert that, shall we? Give me a moment. 1 to USD. Ooh, that's a bad exchange rate there. So 500,000. Oh, all right. So 500,000 South Korean won would be $345 US. So let's times that by 12, right? Well, 13. We've got so that's 6,500,000. So that brings us up to 4,485.
어디 하나, 둘, 13세. 저 뒤에 버스도 너희들이 타고 온 거겠지? 운전수도 있을 거고.
Alright, so he realizes that the driver's not among us.
포함해서 내놔라. 괜히 안쪽까지 뒤지다가 일 복잡하게 만들지 말고 솔직하게 안에 더 있는 만큼 내놔.
단테 들었어? 완전 터무니없는 액수를 부르는데.
It's just a toll. It's like going through a toll booth, right? It's going to cost us a few $1,000s. It kind of is, isn't it? Well, it didn't really matter how much they were asking for. Wasn't going to negotiate with them anyway. Ishmael turned and looked quietly in my direction. I nodded back.
잠깐! 저 뒤에!
Don Quixote pointed at something.
쓰러진 자가 있어! 저자를 도와야 하지 않겠는가?
Is Don asking for permission to save someone? Just as Don Quixote said, I could catch a glimpse of someone bleeding out on the ground through the chaos of clashing blades and black cloaks.
야, 정의놀이 적당히 하랬지. 조직하고 조직끼리 싸웠는데 누구 편을 들어?
동의한다. 또한 난전 속에서 피해를 감수하며 저자를 구해야 할 명분도 지시도 없다.
하지만 저리 무력하게.
I guess it's an improvement. In the early days of our adventures, we would have been dragged into this conflict 5 minutes ago, thanks to Don Quixote's recklessly valiant rescue attempt. I suppose she's learned her lessons by trials of fire. She was starting to show restraint for once. but it's a bit different this time. Okay, so I do think that we have to help that woman. But...
뭐?
관리자님? 이해한 것처럼 끄덕여놓고서 이러시면 곤란한데요.
No, no. I'm not saying that we should get involved because it's the right thing to do or anything like that. If Virgilius was telling us the truth earlier, there is a chance that we were purposefully made to drive right through this draft. Which means that there must be something here they're expecting us to find. They always put us in danger's way for a reason, after all. I just have a feeling that the wounded woman might have something to tell us. Maybe an intel of some kind. And if it turns out that we were supposed to get that intel from the Kurokumo clan and not that woman, I suppose we'll have to beat it out of them.
훌륭하십니다, 관리자님. 이 오티스 진심으로 감탄했습니다.
Thanks, Otis. We can always count on you. Actually, what? Is she implying that a usual flattery is phony?
듣고 있자하니.
Don't act so
그분을
surprised.
지나가는 똥개 취급하는 모양새. 적을 구하니 많이 하는건 그래, 니놈들 검계와 관련이 있군.
Yeah, the Blade lineage. Now, again, if we remember Library of Ruina, we had the Kurokumo clan thing that we did in that, where we had fought Sayo and her friends. But shortly after that, there was also that side story. Well, not side story, but bonus reception. That's right. And that's where we encountered the Blade lineage with Bamboo-Hatted Kim, who was actually a really good... what do they call them again in that? They weren't called IDs, but he was really good to have. Like, he was a very solid pickup, and he's basically good until the end game. Anyway, I could practically hear our negotiations, not that I was going to negotiate, falling apart as the man drew his blade. Key page! That's right, Ada! Bamboo-Hatted Kim had a really good key page.
합리적인 숙고와 선택, 반드시 승리로 갚아드리겠습니다. 총원, 전투 준비!
Alright, let's get into it.
두려움을 모르는 건 나쁘지 않습니다만.
Yes, as you can see, I've got Maso, Blade Lineage Mentor, which is meant to represent Bamboo-Hatted Kim. And you can sort of see he's got the whole Yield My Flesh ability over there. Technically, he does best when he's got like a full Blade Lineage team, but I don't quite have that with me. He gets bonuses when like they are defeated, and also when they are on the field as well. Like he sort of like buffs them, like giving like Swordplay of the Homeland. If there's 6 or more allied Blade Lineage identities in the encounter, so basically a whole team. But yeah, we do have Faust as a Blade Lineage character as well. I haven't really had a chance to use this one, or Maso either. We're trying them for the event, so I've leveled them up, and let's go, shall we? So we've got a bunch of Kurokumo henchmen before us. Now hold off on that one, go for the headshot. Oh, you've got 2 blue abilities. Alright. Normally I'm used to them being different colors.
금기다.
Yeah, 2 blue and a red. Okay. Just have to keep that in mind that they're not necessarily the same. All completely equal here. Sewing. Yeah, take the shot. And blade dance. Alright, let's go.
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
Got a critical already.
틈이 벌어졌네. 지금 쏘면
한 발이면 충분해.
우리 의뢰가 아니잖아.
Over there. Yeah, go blast him. Over here, go with that and that. Scissors. And... yeah, just go with that for now.
무대 배들.
한 점만 노린다.
Alright, we're gonna get the crit. Nice.
실밥이 터졌나?
어떻게 이길 것 같긴 한데 이쪽이든 저쪽이든 고기가 너무 상해서.
Okay. Just reviewing some of their abilities here. Alright, so let's... no, don't use that. That's it's gonna be a waste. Over there... and this is an interesting one because, again, if we remember Library of Ruiner, this one you actually want to lose. If you lose...
혼수는 금기다.
it turns into to claim their bones, which is over here, and it becomes this attack over here, which is actually quite strong. Also a negative coin card, but it's a little bit hard to lose, which, again, similar to Library of Ruiner. Okay. Go with that. Target marked. And... yeah. Actually... go with combat poise. That'll buff you, and Honglu should get an extra attack.
된다면 사활을 받아.
Also save some ammo for you.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 실밥이 터졌나?
그러지게.
Maybe not. Maybe you gotta actually like have someone attack you. That's alright. Okay, over here. Yeah. Well, yield some flesh. Why not? Over here, headshots, scissors. Got an evade coming in there. With that. Yeah, full stop. There.
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
육적 일 금.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
I'm actually curious how Faust is going to work with our full stop characters, because both Blade Lineage and Full Stop are fairly poise based, meaning they're going for the crits. And if I recall right, that Cherry Blossom ability that Faust has is essentially a debuff for the enemy to like make crits more effective against them. So yeah, Red Plum Blossom over there. Considered a unique bleed effect. Another 10% chance for this unit to critically hit if this unit's the main target. And when struck by a crit, it gives them bleed equal to half of the value and extra damage on a crit. I wonder if that means that they can be crit by people who don't have poise. Because obviously poise just gives them a chance to crit them, so... Anyway, I think these guys are mostly done, so just go.
지금이다. 대골바가지 거미 대가리. 차!
Really with that. Yoshi, I expect better from you. Welcome back, Kuro. Nice to see that blood is still red.
별것도 없이 배짱만 두둑했군.
While the rest of the sinners were slowly recovering from the excitement of battle, Don Quixote did not waste a second before bolting forth to the woman's side.
이보게! 맥을...
Yamcha? Did we just save Yamcha?
맥을 이마에 대고 재다니 그럴 수도 있군요.
살아있네.
Awesome, we saved Yamcha.
그러니까 이 녀석이 정보를 갖고 있을 거라고?
Oh, actually, hold on. You can check her pulse through her forehead. I think that's actually some foreshadowing of Don Quixote's true nature there. If we remember from the check-in event. Obviously, I've not done her canto on stream yet, but the sinners, one by one, began to gather around the woman. She was dressed in an all-black garb like the Kurokumo clan members, but her weapon and her outfit were unmistakably distinct. Blade lineage, huh? I looked around at the defeated Kurokumo clan members, and back at her. The difference became even more apparent. Don Quixote slowly and tragically shook her head after checking the pulse on others.
관리자님, 전투 중 몇몇 흑운의 조직원을 신문했으나 특기할 정보는 없었습니다.
Oh, it's just her then. I hope my gut feelings proved me right.
산자는 이자밖에 없는 것 같네. 우선 버스에 옮겨 응급조치를 취하는 게 어떻겠는가?
Yeah, don't see any other way. We don't carry a first aid kit with us, and I can't turn the clock to heal her, though. Mercer, do you mind carrying her back to the bus?
알겠습니다.
Thus, we made our way back to the bus, Mercer carrying the dying Blade lineage member.
잼짝을 또 달고 왔군.
But Julius didn't seem very happy about this.
관리자, 허가되지 않은 손님을 드리는 게 당연해진 겁니까?
I was just inferring what you wanted from us. We had no choice. We have to save her first if we're going to get any answers out of her.
정보가 있을 것이라고 판단되는 인물을 우선 구명해야 한다고 판단했다고 말하고 있네요. 파우스트도 이 부분은 동의합니다.
Thank you, Faust.
이미 벌어진 일은 어쩔 수 없지. 하지만 계속 주의는 하십시오, 딴테.
Alright, fair enough. I hear you loud and clear. It's funny that we've sort of like, with our group of sinners, we've got essentially like two people who have people to translate for them. We've got Faust who translates for us to other people. It's usually Faust. And we have Sinclair who translates Ryoshu's acronyms to everyone. I had a feeling that Vigilius had much more to say than that. He simply sighed and dropped the subject. Welp.
본인은 관리자 나리가 옳은 처사를 했다고 생각하네.
Like a little Charon in the background over there. Our bus girly. Vroom vroom less. Thanks. Just as I was starting to dread that this bus was doomed to be eternally uncomfortable, Yi-san emerged from the back door with a good news. A good news? Good news, everyone!
조치는 전부 끝내었어. 이제
And before he even finished his sentence, hey there, Yamcha! The woman was awake.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수 있을 줄 알았냐? 저놈들 무기까지 주어서 철수하자고.
This is actually quite nice. I'm glad that I'm getting amassed data from this, because otherwise I'd have to grind a whole lot of mirror dungeons to get that as well. So I guess we get some first time bonus as well. That's nice. Okay. Bloodied Scabbard. Those who wield blades in life leave behind bloodied scabbards in death. The true abode of those who walk the path of blades is their scabbard. Alright. And you're getting a few levels for people who don't quite have enough XP too, which is nice. Less XP I need to spend on them. Alright. Okay, so I need 1,000 in order to get Kurokumo Heathcliff, and 500 to get Blade Lineage done. And a whole bunch over there as well. That's alright. Plenty doable. Okay. So, Lineage of Blades. Let's move on, shall we? Yep, our team seems to be working out for us. Let's go. Average level 38. Lovely. We don't need it.
여긴
보안.
아, 여기는 버스 아니에요. 저희는
태도.
The Blade Lineage woman sprang from her prone position, grabbing the sword next to her. She held the grip of her blade, ready to draw it at any moment.
니놈들은 누구냐? 흑운에?
아니라고.
그러니까 저희는
그런데 왜 그들이 쓰는 무기와 흡사한 것을?
말이 안 통하네. 그냥 죽일까?
She loves her violence. Yoshu!
두 가지 이유로 화가 난다. 하나는 대화를 주고받지 않아 쓸데없이 이야기를 길게 느리게 하는 것. 또 하나는 그 밥벌어지들의 쓰레기 같은 날붙이와 나의 검을 동일 선상에 놓는 것. 뭐 분을 참을 필요가 있나 시게.
Get what oof means. Yeah, there is. can't tell us anything if she's dead. Ryoshu often shows bursts of emotion in the most unexpected times. But at least she listens when I ask her to, which is a relief.
자세히 보니 다르군. 복장도 전혀 다른 식으로 통일되어 있고.
Okay, yeah, Yamcha's listening.
특히 자네는 누구지? 요란한 시계를 달고 있군. 째깍거리는 게 전부인가?
그는 우리의 관리자요. 그대에게는 그의 목소리가 들리지는 않을 것이요.
익숙한 내음이 묻어있는 말투로군.
내가 전전에 오던 구역에서도 나의 말투와 흡사한 친구를 많이 보진 못했다만.
말투는 그렇지. 하지만 선택하는 단어의 면면에 익숙함이 보여. 19구 S사 출신인가?
도망했으나 출신은 그러하오.
그런가. 도망이라. 고향 사람들은 늘 처지가 같군.
Perhaps meeting someone from the same home district helped. The woman visibly relaxed before slumping down on a nearby chair. Her breathing was labored. Curious about all the goings-on in S Corp and S District, or District S. Because it certainly seems like they've got a number of refugees who are leaving in droves, or at least that's the like basically everyone from District S has like left in trying times. There's a few other like Blade lineage IDs that'll give a bit more information on it, because I think part of the story with Blade lineage is that they actually used to be officials there, and they were sort of like against like corruption, and the corrupt people liked being corrupt and managed to sort of like force them out and basically sort of put them on the run, which sent them to District T, which is where they sort of like ran into the Kurokumo clan, got into a fight with them, and that sort of drove them to go to the library. So like ever like on the run.
나의 이름은 이상이라 하오. 그대의 상처를 치료했지.
귀하에게 은혜를 입었는데 행동이 볼품없었군. 미안하네. 앵두라고 불러주시게. 검을 다루는 게 살수를 맡고 있어.
Alright, I'll try to call you Engdu instead of Yamcha. Alright. Solsu from the lineage that deals in blades. The blade lineage.
단테. 이번엔 이상 씨가 이야기를 잘 풀어가 줄 것 같은데.
It looks like we can sit back and let him handle this. I nodded, replying quickly to Roger's whispers.
19구. S사에서 도망한 자라면 우리를 알고 있겠지.
저작거리의 소문에 박진 않으나 대강은 그대들은 어딘가에 매이지 않고 자유히 돌아다닌다고 알고 있었는데 어찌 도망인의 처지라고 말한 것인가?
사정은 말하자면 길 것이고 그저 새로운 터전을 찾아야만 했노라고 말할 수밖에.
Yeah, refugees.
소상한 사정을 읊는다면 우리가 도울 수 있는 부분이 있을지도 모르지 않은가?
Engdu shot a sweeping glance at all of us. Eyes appeared heavy with crushing exhaustion.
하긴 그들을 전부 해치운 자들이라면 어느 정도의 실력자일 테지. 우리 우두머리와 친구들의 수급은 그들 흑은혜에게 현상금이 걸려있는 상태다.
항쟁 수준이 아닌데? 단순히 땅 따먹기가 아니라 원한이라도 걸려있는 건가?
탐관오리가 넘쳐나고 민생이 어지러운 것은 과거나 지금이나 19구의 가장 커다란 문제.
Yeah, District 19 does seem pretty shit from what we saw in Isang's story. I mean, they freaking drained the color, right? That's just not right.
그러나 S사, 이제는 살피뼈 농축산이 되어버린 그 날개의 행보에 그저 무예를 단련하며 무인의 길을 가려는 우리 같은 자들이 무얼 해볼 수 있는 것도 아닌 게 현실이지.
Alpipieo Agro Industries. So I guess their singularity is to do with food production, maybe?
그러니 저를 미워하는 우리 같은 중은 떠나는 선택지만 남았던 것이다.
S사 민초들의 고충은 여전하구려.
새로운 터전을 찾으러 떠난 길이었으나 정착할 곳을 찾는 게 쉽지는 않았지.
Actually, there was sort of like mention of agriculture in Yisang's Kanto, with the whole sort of like the cow that had forgotten him and all that. Dongrang, I believe.
이미 남의 영역이 된 곳에 발을 디디려 하니 당연히 우리는 다툼의 대상이 될 수밖에 없었고, 그러던 중 우두머리가 가져온 초대장이란 걸 통해 도서관에 들어가게 되었던 기억이 있네.
And yes, so we're getting there's what I was talking about before. Blade lineage went to the library. Oh, Theft! Thank you very much for the raid! How was your stream? What have you been getting up to? Let's, yeah. Thank you very much, Ada, for the shout out there. Getting up to some more art, huh? Doing some rigging or something else? Interactive animation for your website. All right. Yeah, Flash is like dead now, right? It's a shame. Like Flash was rather nice, but yeah. Hopefully that's going well for you. We're just playing some Limbus Company at the moment. We've got the Blade Lineage event live right now, so I thought it was a good time to put that on. Rive, which reminds you of... Okay, that's good. Did you used to do much in the way of Flash previously? And if so, would Flash have... like, experience with Flash help you with Rive at all? Definitely catch up on the story. The story's great. I do recommend. How far did you end up getting? Vigilius, who had been sitting quietly with one leg over the other on a chair far from the rest of us, visibly reacted. I think I remember that the word library always got a genuine reaction out of Vigilius. Hey there, Sophie, how are you going? I don't think I actually introduced myself for the Raiders. I am Araxis Denacia, your revolutionary bartender. My model was rigged by Faf. I'm not sure if Faf mentioned it during the raid or anything. And I like to tend to like playing story-based games, strategy games, things like that. Right now we're doing Limbus Company, though also doing a Super Robot Wars stream and Atelier Riser, things like that. Only use Flash for simple animation, so not a problem. Okay, no worries. fair enough. Good to know that there is something out there to replace it, since honestly I think Flash was done a bit dirty. So that means that there is 100% a place for a tool similar to Flash.
기억이 있다라는 말은 다소 어색하구려.
Adobe is so scummy. Congratulations, Sophie, on being legally Sophie. Hell yeah. Happy name day, I guess.
분명 그것은 후군의 손이 닿지 못할 것이라는 이야기를 듣고 도달한 곳이었지만 실상 그것도 싸움터였다는 이야기요. 분명 우리는 패했고.
You're welcome. If you don't celebrate the good times, then what's the point, right?
그리고 어느 순간 이곳 T사의 골목에 있게 되었다는 이야기요. 그 방식이 워낙 기묘하니 기억이 있다 정도로 답할 수밖에.
It's rather nice sort of getting to do this right after doing C, because like obviously that had the Mola office, where it also mentioned them getting out of the library after the events of Library of Ruina. So like following up on another group. What is Nafair? I want to see what this is. Traditional Arab dessert made with spun pastry dough, laid with cheese, and soaked in a sweet sugar-based syrup called attar. That sounds nice. Yeah, enjoy it. Bring some for the rest of us. Found ourselves stranded in the back streets, bizarreness, yeah.
김사카도도.
Her eyes suddenly widened mid-sentence. Engdu leaped from her seat.
우두가 아직 빌딩에. 용진 빌딩으로 가야 하네.
조심하시게. 그렇게 격정적으로 움직이면 봉한 상처가.
Oh no, she's dead.
어? 뭐야? 죽었어?
Thank you.
혈액이 부족한데 압력은 높아졌으니 쇼크가 오는 것도 무리는 아니죠. 기절한 것뿐입니다.
그래도 관리자님이 예상하신 대로 무언가 정보를 가지고 있긴 하군요.
Well, that's a cute emote there, Fath. Gen. I like that one.
용진 빌딩. 이곳에 향해야 하는 이유가 있다는 건가?
Maybe, but I'm not sure. I don't know what this has to do with our mission, if any. Or maybe it's that library that we should...
비상. 앞에 칼 들고 설치는 검은 사람들 엄청 많아.
Run him over, Charon.
내 피 다치겠다. 승객들, 출동.
흑운의 후속 인력들인 것 같습니다, 관리자님.
Well, what can we do? We'll have to think about this later. For now, let's take care of the reinforcements. Alright. So this probably won't
사실
be
이런
too much
보호구실은
different
제가
from the other
아니라
one.
세피러들의 역할이긴 하죠. 관리자님도 알다시피 저는 언제나 수십 명의 몫을 해내고 있으니까요.
Yeah, go with that one. Over there. Acupuncture. Yeah, looks good to me.
사격 개시.
최선을 다해보지.
Alright.
방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않다는 사람 누구야?
I'm tempted to just do that, but hold on, what here? I might try and do that, so that way I can get some poise, get some melee support from Hong Lu, and we'll also get some concentration. Well, that sort of like procs with this there. Oh, looks like we've got a bit of an ad break, so I'll take a pause here, and then we will resume with this battle, okay? Be right back. Alright, and I am back. Let's go kick these guys' asses, shall we? So I'm going to try and do the evade over here. Ruin this guy's day a little bit. No, with that. Yeah, we're dominating there. That's all fine. Acupuncture and yeah, okay, there we go.
타겟 포착 1시간.
달을 태우는
걱정은 하지 않겠습니다. 어차피
이미 이길 거라고 확신하고 있으실 테니까.
Alright, they're all staggered. In which case... Go that, headshot, that, roar... that, and that. Actually, I might go with the... Nah, it's fine.
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
그만 헤드샷. 머리통에 적살났다고.
Didn't die.
다소 유리하구려.
Okay, it's fine. You're gonna die. Go that. There. So you can yield flesh. Acupuncture, bullseye. Yeah, build up your sniper, so that's gonna wreck someone's day. There, and yeah, full stop.
사월을
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
효력사.
계속하면 되고.
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요.
Dare evade me.
육척. 칼을 베어내고
한 점만 노린다.
Alright, this guy's dead. Really dead.
저런 사람을 영입해야 하는 건데. 마침표.
And follow up Heathcliff.
지원한다.
참고로 기계는 입에
Well
바른
done.
말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
Alright. I think we'll just go with that, shall we? Anything that we need to sort of like do here to be fancy? I don't think so.
대가리 딱 떼고. 지금이다. 해골바가지 거미 대가리. 자!
Crash on down.
칼은 신나. 노래 부를까?
으타! 먹어 치워라. 기다려라.
원더풀 선택이었어 나리! 그들의 약점이 뻔히 보이는 게로군!
유효타 좋아.
There we go. Not too tricky at all.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수 있을 줄 알았냐?
And a bunch of
저놈들 무기까지
rewards
줘서
for
철수하자고.
that. And the uninvited. Let's go. Seems simple enough. And let's go.
꽃을 피워볼까요?
There's a simple combat encounter. Sounds good to me. Alright, so yeah, don't do that. Go with that. Excuse me. Should be able to get an increase our chance of getting like an extra shot over here due to the absolute resonance. You should get 100% chance of getting extra attack with Heathcliff here.
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 이렇게.
Yep, there we go.
지원한다.
1 health left.
비틀거리고 있는 개체가 보입니다. 이전까지 있었던 대부분의 관리자들은 이 타이밍에서 결정적인 일격을 지시하곤 했죠.
So that gets a bonus if you have poison. Maybe we'll get lucky. That and that. See, what I would like is if Yield My Flesh were struggling. That would be good. Then I could do the good counter attack. Who knows? We might. Nah, don't fail. It's fine.
생체 반응이 끊어진 개체의 기록이 감지됩니다. 만약 제가 인간이었고 조금 더 쾌활한 성격이었다면 당신과 하이파이브 같은 걸 시도해보았을지도 모르겠네요.
You know what? Annihilate that twink. There we go. You can do that and Moonlit Blade. Over here, draw the sword. Full stop sounds good. There we go.
떨거지는 잘라낸다.
한 점만 노린다. 깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통이 작살났다고.
먹기 좋게 차려졌지 않나. 그 삶에 마침표를.
Full stop Honolulu is so damn stylish. Okay, Heathcliff killing 2 people with 1 action, essentially.
역전 같은 소리 다 뒤질 뻔하다가 겨우 살아나갔는데 항상.
마지막에 이겼으면 된 거야.
Okay, over here. Go with that. Go with the plum blossoms over there. Hey there, 30. How you going? Full stop Honglu is very awesome. And another good thing about him, I don't normally have to do it, but he can reload as well. He's only got 1 reload, but he can still do it, and even without reloading, he can engage in melee. You can get him, that's unfortunate. Hopefully you'll get him... well, actually, next Walpurgis, you'll be able to get him with shards. So, highly recommend. I am very happy with Full Stop Honglu. He is awesome. With that... Okay.
좋아. 참하구만.
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것. 효율적인 대처로 개체를 꿰뚫었습니다. 참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말처럼 쉽게 하지 않아요.
Still not quite sure what I think about the Blade lineage IDs.
이런 과정들을 통틀어
They seem alright, but
긍정적인 변화네요.
I don't know, maybe I have to yield more Blade lineage, like commit entirely to the to it. Currently waiting for the next event to happen. Which one's the next event after this one? Where is my flesh? Where is your bones? It's he's got him.
금기다.
He's got evil in the flesh. He's playing with the bones. You ate them all. Damn it! Give them back. There. That. You can go with that. Yes. And you can go for a skull. You can go for a serious skull buster here, actually. You think 3 blade lineage? I don't quite have 3. I've only got these 2 leveled, unfortunately.
타겟 포착. 펀치가. 적확한 하나비였소.
지원을 갖춘
사선이 비었어요.
공로 지원한다.
지금이다.
승객이
A little bit of
먹였어.
overkill there, but doesn't matter. Victory achieved all the same. We returned to the bus after dispatching the Kurokumo clan members that attacked the bus. I wouldn't have used bus twice in one sentence. I would have tried to reword that. Ah, hello. Only to be greeted by an unfamiliar face. There was a woman sitting in the frontmost seat of our bus.
이상하군 길잡이.
No such thing as too... Alright, I'm not going to disagree with you there. After all, there is the saying that there is no such thing as too much overkill. No such thing as overkill.
분명 논의되지 않은 손님은 들이지 말아야 한다는 말을 들은 지 1시간이 지나지 않았는데.
Otis immediately called Virgilius out on his hypocrisy.
외부인에 한해서라고. 눈앞에 신분이 버젓이 쓰여 있지 않나?
She is indeed someone who works for Limbus Company. I noticed that she was wearing a familiar uniform with the logo Clear emblazoned on her chest. Are you from the LCCB?
LCCA다. 시계 관리자.
Right. I could see that she was wearing a red emblem on her shoulders.
이 사람 관리자님 말이 들리나요?
안 들려. 태엽 소리를 번역하는 재능도 없다. 그렇게 멍청한 느낌으로 고개를 까딱이고 있는데 모르는 게 더 힘들겠군.
Thanks.
무슨 말을...
Ishmael scowled, about to tell the woman off, until she coughed and collected herself. Maybe she suddenly recalled her old attitude.
나는 클리어 부서 애프터팀 소속 일반 작전 2과 알파 팀장 카이먼이다.
Crocodile. I don't think I've ever seen anyone from the after team in person.
그야 우리가 개고생했던 걸 꿀떡하는 놈들이니 눈에 띌 리가.
말은 바로 하지. 길바닥 출신.
뭐?
애프터팀은 너희 같은 목숨 버리개들이 깽판 쳐놓은 현장을 정상화시키고 없던 일이 될 수 있도록 수습하는 매우 수고스러운 일을 하는 팀이지.
She's not necessarily wrong. Our crew has definitely left a trail of destruction in our wake.
저희가 목숨 버리게라고 불리나 보죠?
그뿐일까? 목숨 버리게 범퍼카, 돈 먹는 버스, 고기 방패, 얻어 걸린 또라이. 뭐 더 있기는 한데 그게 지금 당장 필요한 이야기 같진 않군.
이 새끼가 말하는 꼬라지는 계속 그따위일 거냐?
특별히 고칠 이유가 없다면 고치지 않는다. 내 지론이다.
Definitely coming off quite aggressive.
앞뒤 가리지 않고 황금가지를 회수하는 게 일이라곤 하지만 그 뒤에서 개같이 구르는 사람을 생각하지 못하는 반푼이에겐 더욱 고칠 필요가 없지.
거점하지, 가이만 팀장.
뭐 욕짓거리를 하러 온 건 아니었으니까요. 상부의 작전 명령을 하달합니다.
Heyman produced an envelope, opened it, and pulled out a paper from within. She began to read it out loud.
LCB의 T사 황금가지 탈환 작전 이전에 추가적인 임무를 하달합니다. 하나, 해당 구역 근처에 발생한 뒤틀림을 제거 혹은 확보할 것. 둘, 해당 위치에 있는 검은 비석 모노리스를 확보할 것.
And if you remember the monolith from the check-in event, definitely something important. I was talking about it during that it showed up here. So we'll finally get to see the background to that a little bit. A monolith? What's this now?
뒤틀림? 이미 뒤틀려 있다는 뜻인가요?
모른다. 이 추가 작전은 LCC가 관여되어 있지 않지. 나는 그저 T사에서의 업무를 처리하다가 전달 임무만 받은 것뿐이다.
우리의 임무는 황금가지의 탈환뿐일 텐데 언제부터 우리가 심부름꾼 해결사 노릇을 주문받았지?
지금 주문받았군. 그리고 황금가지를 배달해오는 너희가 특별히 심부름꾼과 다를 바도 없지.
확실히 알겠네. 애프터 팀이라는 곳은 성격 더러운 사람들만 들어가는 곳인가 봐.
Proteon grumbled like she was imagining a department full of caimans. Sorry, because her name is obviously like the animal caiman. Like I'm just imagining a department full of those particular types of crocodilian. That would also be amusing. Cayman quietly took a sweeping look at the complaining sinners, then approached me.
시계 관리자.
Yes?
뭐라고 말하는지는 어차피 안 들리고. 당신이나 당신 졸개들이나 아직도 뭘 모르는 것 같아 친절히 설명을 몇 개 해주겠어.
Cayman crossed her arms and leaned against the bus seat, as though she was about to start a lecture.
LCB는 분명 황금가지를 가져오는 게 임무다. 그건 맞아. 부정할 수 없지. 하지만 림버스 컴퍼니라는 회사의 목적이 황금가지 탈환이요 라고 말하고 다니는 건 문제가 있지 않겠나? 그게 당장의 벌이수단이 되지도 않고.
그건 맞는 말이네요. 사실 궁금했거든요. 이 회사가 대체 무슨 돈으로 돌아가고 있는 건지.
We get a lot of funding given what we found out about like the secret research base.
뭐 돈은 걱정할 필요 없다. 오히려 차고 넘치지. 지금 이 회사에 부족한 건 대외적인 입지와 명분이다.
A cause.
림버스 컴퍼니는 그 명분을 뒤틀림에서 찾기로 정했었다. 뒤틀림 현상이라는 게 아직 도시에서 체계적으로 관리되는 건 아니거든.
Faust told me some time ago that it hasn't been long since the distortions began appearing in the city.
림버스 컴퍼니는 대외적으로 뒤틀림 현상 전문 처리 및 방역, 또한 현상의 연구를 하는 집단으로 도시의 이름을 알리는 중이다. 그러니 다방면으로 관련 활동이 필요한 상태지.
So we've sort of works as both a cover story as well as a legitimate like side business.
뒤틀림 현상이라는 게 꽤나 골치 아픈 상황이라고 들었던 것 같긴 하네요.
And it does seem like Limbus Company is trying to become the new L Corp, going by them seeking the Golden Bowels, starting up all the like with the amount of financial backing that they've got, deals that they're doing with the wings, things like that. So it will be interesting to see how things go, and if Limbus Company ends up being like the final bad guys or something. I don't know.
아직도 이 현상을 누가 명확하게 정의한 적이 없다. 그러니 전담하기를 꺼리고. 뒤틀림을 전담하는 협회가 발족하려는 동향이 있다고 들었지만 그건 어디까지나 협회. 림버스 컴퍼니는 기업 차원에서 그걸 다루려는 것이다.
그래서 그게 우리가 뒤틀림을 조져야 하는 이유가 되나?
되지. 회사 가장 높은 곳에서 내린 명령이니까. 길바닥엔 그런 게 없었나 보지?
So they tell us to jump, we say how high. Telling us, I suppose like I personally would be like, well, I was employed to do this one thing. Like you're telling me to do this as well. That means you got to change my job description, which means a new deal. You got to pay me more, right? Otherwise you're just foisting more work on me for the same pay.
안 되겠다. 그냥 오늘 머리 부수고 끝장을 보자 너.
Mess her up, Heathcliff.
관리자.
Cayman ignored Heathcliff, who was visibly fuming, and turned to face me.
지금 이들에게 내가 대하고 있는 태도, 나아가서 회사에서 이들을 어떻게 취급할지까지. 그건 결국 관리자의 선택과 지도에 따라 달라질 거다.
With that, she produced an envelope from under her arm and handed it over.
하지만 뭐 선택은 자유니까. 저들 말대로 원래 LCB의 임무인 황금가지만 고집해도 상관은 없다. 그런다고 너희 고기방패들이 회사에서 쫓겨나게 되진 않겠지.
So you're saying it's optional, but optional, I'm guessing.
물론 그 선택이 수감자들의 처우를 결정하겠지만.
Yeah. You don't have to do this, but we are strongly suggesting that you should do this. Otherwise, we will make things uncomfortable for you. Virgilius listens quietly, his eyes shut.
그럼 가보겠습니다. 붉은 시선. 다음에 또 보죠.
그러시지. 하지만 그때 또 본다면 말은 좀 가려가면서 하면 좋겠군. 이렇게 보여도 내가 당신이 말한 이 고기 방패들 겔잡이라서 말이야. 내 귀까지 거슬리진 않게 부탁하지.
Virgilius actually sticking up for us a little bit.
뭐 그건 관리자에게 달려 있겠죠. 그럼 실례하죠.
She left, leaving nothing but the awkward silence behind.
갔냐? 그 재수 없는 새끼?
After that brief moment of quiet, everyone began sighing and complaining as though they'd just been ungagged.
듣고만 있는 것도 꽤 힘든 일이네. 나이 먹고 성질은 다 죽였다고 생각했는데.
Still, good work keeping things non-violent, guys.
하지만 틀린 말을 하지는 않으시던걸요?
숨은 의도를 간파해야 할 필요는 없으니 생각 정리가 편리했던 것 또한 사실이다.
Verso approves.
뭐 그렇게 생각할 수도 있는 거겠죠. 아무튼 그 인간 말 맞다나 회사가 시키는 일은 또 할 수밖에 없는 거고요.
Like, technically it's not our jobs, but we also know what a hellscape the city is. It is a capitalist dystopia.
명령을 수행하는데 특별히 첨언할 말도 없군.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. I tried my best to cheer up the sinners as I opened the envelope she left behind. Not much of note was in there. One old-fashioned walkie-talkie, a bunch of signed and stamped paperwork, and... mission location. Yongjin Building.
철발하지, 카론.
용진? 마치 베르? 좋아, 감이 온다. 삐릭삐릭.
Bitty.
출발. 부릉부릉.
She said the thing! Vroom vroom! Judging by their lack of surprise, both Charon and Virgilius already knew where to go. And the bus took off.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수 있을 줄 알았냐? 저놈들 무기까지 주어서 철수하자고.
Okay, continue. And to Yongjin Building. Hold on. Let's grab that. We're third through, though there is a mystery dungeon at the end, so that'll take a little bit longer. Probably not going to finish this all in one go, but that's alright. I've scheduled things for tomorrow. Alright.
기차와 같이 달려나가겠소!
임무 시작.
패턴을 파악하는 게 중요해. 집중
This is
잃지
so
말라고.
good here.
그리고 일단 시작하면 끝나기 전까지 갈기는 거지.
You know what? You can just defend. You can overthrow.
대가리 딱 떼도
사선이 비었어요.
공로 지원한다.
틈이 벌어졌네. 지금 쏘면?
한 발이면 충분해.
우리 의뢰가 아니잖아.
Yeah, go with that. Yep, scissors. And yep.
떨거지면 잘라낸다.
Had a bit of a bad roll there, unfortunately.
실밥이 사는가?
지금 공로 지원한다.
It's okay. He finishes the job. As long as you just need a second shot.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
생체 반응이 끊어진 개체의 기록이 감지됩니다. 만약 제가 인간이었고 조금 더 쾌활한 성격이었다면 당신과 하이파이브 같은 걸 시도해 보았을지도 모르겠네요.
You're paralyzed. Actually, I think you'll have a better shot than we think, because you should do this first and then that. Okay. Hopefully. Maybe not. Oh well, it's fine.
대가리 딱 떼도
They're both down. Yeah, she did it second. Okay, more reinforcements. Aha, here we
역전 같은
go.
소리에 다 뒤질 뻔하다가 겨우 살아나갔는데 항상.
마지막에 이겼으면 된 거야.
Don't want to finish here. Sure. Yeah, we'll do that.
떨거지 잘라낸다.
한 점만 노린다.
300?
깔끔한
That's fine.
머리통에
Still a kill, alright.
엄청나게 강한 일격을! 지금이다. 해골바가지 거미 대가리.
And crushed.
훌륭한. 이후 특별히 정말
구원을 가진
아름다운 것
그대로 무너져.
그렇지 않은 것 희한해.
효력사. 좋아.
그렇지. 계속하면 되겠네.
다음 목표로.
직원들이 우세한 환경에 있습니다.
Alright.
관리자님이 제 말을
Yeah, so it's
집중해서
just
듣고
these
있었다는
guys left.
결과겠죠.
So
이런
let's
과정들을
just
통틀어
finish them
신뢰라고
here,
부르면
shall we?
되는군요. 긍정적인 변화네요.
Don't need to do anything fancy. You're out of ammo.
육청.
완전 프레스 생겼어 나리! 전쟁 약속이 뻔히 보이는 게로군!
기대다. 괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게 해주세요.
그 삶의 마침표를.
적확한 한압이었어.
He doesn't have the ammo to do that, unfortunately. So I guess you come in right at the end there.
내 죄는 내가
Just
알아서
just to make a showing.
착각하지 마라. 해파 겉에.
Alright.
내 놈들 덕분에 내가 강해진 게 아니다. 내가 강하기에 내 놈들을 휘두르는 거지.
So over here. Hold on a second. Let me just check something. I suppose I don't have you quite leveled up. I wouldn't mind sort of like bringing you along for a few extra reds. And that's the reuse coin. How much do I have at the moment? I thought I used everything, haven't I? Okay. Anyway, let's go.
카니발 타임.
Might level up Ring Otis. To full later. Because Ring Otis is good. Something continued to nag at the back of my mind during the frequent stops and combat encounters. There's this one thing I just could not understand. This is pretty much expected from Vigilius at this point, but if he already knew where we were going and why, would it hurt to tell us for once? I muttered to myself while looking towards the back of the bus where Engdu slept. She was still out cold. Come on, Faust. I legitimately think this is something we have to talk about. you please relay my question to Virgilius?
그럼 내가 말하지. 갈등은 때때로 필요한 법이다. 어이, 길잡이!
Calling out Virgilius now, are we? Let's see how this goes. Otis relayed my question, then began to share some of her own grievances with Virgilius. A lot of her own grievances.
끝났나?
One more thing!
뭐 사실이다. 이미 무전으로 세부적인 내용은 전달받았지. 미리 말하지 않은 이유. 상황에 몰아놓고 학습해야 깨닫는 인재들이라 굳이 먼저 말하진 않았을 뿐이다. 어차피 먼저 말해봐야 반발심밖에 더 생길까.
I didn't tell you because I didn't want to hear you whine about it.
그래서 관리자, 이번 일을 거부할 생각인 겁니까?
How could I? They're already treating us like dirt. If I refuse this, can't imagine how much worse it'll get.
그럴 순 없겠다고 생각하겠지.
I can tell from the way he's looking at me that he already knew what I was going to say. I'm starting to wonder if he really can't hear me.
마침 손님께서 계신 모양이군. 카론의 감으로는 정확한 위치를 잡을 수 없으니 가서 알아오는 게 좋겠군요, 관리자.
Charon can't read maps. Again, this would have gone much smoother if we had been told where we were going from the start. But, like always, Virgilius felt the need to add comments like that before shutting me down and turning away. He'd already closed his eyes.
내가 가서 상황을 설명하겠소.
Yi-sang got up with an awkward smile in an attempt to clear the air. After some time, Yi-sang seemed to have successfully explained our circumstance to Engdu. She was standing next to Charon, trying to give her proper directions. She had also told us that, as long as we assisted her with her mission, she wouldn't mind us taking the Black Stele for ourselves.
아, 여기서 오른쪽. 아, 저것들이 벌써 진을 저렇게 치고서.
People dressed in Kurokumo clan's garbs were wandering around the building, standing guard before its entrance.
내려야, 김 작가님.
뒤틀림은 시간을 오래 끌수록 제압하기 어려울 것입니다. 저희도 빠르게 빌딩으로 진입하죠.
Engdu had already leaped out of the bus and was rushing in with her weapon drawn. We quickly followed suit. Alright, more Kurokumo. We can probably go through this fairly quickly. We've sort of got a good idea of what these guys are all about now, don't we? And just yield your flesh. Take the shot. And yeah, acupuncture.
괜찮은 공격이네요. 앞으로도 그렇게만 해주세요. 기도해라.
Oh damn. That's annoying.
걱정 마시오.
Honglu.
최후의 혈구 하나만
Get your game face on.
생명은 어떻게라도 보존될 테니.
Go with that. Sewing. Yeah, drawer. Plum and full stop. Nah. Now we can save that for a bigger attack.
아름다운 것. 헛! 그렇지 않은 것.
Stop evading!
보시다시피 앞에 무방비해진 개체가 있네요. 부디 그래선 안 되겠지만
Alright,
이
yeah,
틈을 놓친다면
you can full stop there, I
관리자님의 역량에
think.
대한 계산을
Go
재검토해야
for a
할지도 모르겠군요.
headshot. Yes. Just keep on going with those.
대가리 딱 떼도
그 삶에 마침표를
잘 썰 수 있지?
You can finish that one off and fire another shot over here.
좋아. 탄하구만.
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
You get your poise up a little bit more.
하나 눕혔네. 이렇게 눕혀가다 보면 어느새 끝나는 게 싸움인 법이지.
Yeah, let's go for the kill on you. Yes, you're good to do that. You've got that prepared. Go with that. And shot.
뺀다. 사활을
Okay. So we got a good chance about killing this guy. Yep. There he goes.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도
This
쉽게
guy's also likely dead.
지금이다. 해골바가지 거미 대가리. 부족해 차려졌지 않아.
Oh, close. Not quite, unfortunately. Or he just needs one more attack to kill him, though.
지금
Alright.
다소 유리하구려.
And over here. Yeah, we need anything fancy. Hold on. Yeah, go with that. Sure, why not? Over there. We can do an ego attack as a treat. Might not need it.
항상 지켜보고 있었지.
먼저 빠진다.
우리가 우세. 서둘러
Full
끝내보자.
health left.
직접
Alright.
알게 하면 내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다. 해파.
진정.
이놈이 마지막이었던 것 같군.
피 냄새. 방금 솟아오른 것부터 잔뜩 늘어붙은 향기까지. 직접 보지 않아도 다양한 혈흔의 콜라주가 펼쳐져 있겠군.
Yoshi really sounds like she used to be part of the ring or something like that. Considering that syndicate is like very artistically minded, and obviously, like it being like the city, artistically minded means like lots of gruesome gore and stuff like that.
이자는 아무렇지도 않게 잔혹한 생각을 하는군. 아무튼 이제 안으로 들어설 수 있겠군. 어서.
Engdu did not hesitate for a second before disappearing into the building's entrance.
아이, 시키절에 딱 깬 지 얼마 되지도 않았는데 대단하구만.
정신력이겠지. 우두머리가 잡혀있다면 저럴 수밖에.
아, 그런데 6층밖에 안 되는 건물을 빌딩이라고 부르기도 하나 보네요?
I can see Yongjin building like being 6 floors. It's not the smallest, not the biggest, sure, but
네, 뒷골목에 사는 비교적 흔한 일이죠.
I looked up towards the rooftop of the building Honglu was looking at, and suddenly grew curious. What time is it right now?
거울 줄까?
You know my face doesn't tell the time. My head doesn't actually tell time, you know.
현재 시각은 오후 2시 10분입니다.
2 in the afternoon. It's not midday, but it's not supposed to be this dark, is it? How is it this gloomy and dark at 2 in the afternoon? I'm starting to lose my sense of time in here.
여기가 유독 심한 것 같네. 뭐 연기 전쟁 때와 비교하면 애교 수준이지만.
그건 그렇지.
T사의 뒷골목은 줄곧 이런 상태라고 알려져 있습니다. 기계가 계속해서 돌아가면서 연기를 지속적으로 배출하는 환경인데다 색이 추출되고 있으므로 더욱 매캐해 보이게 만들죠. 물론 이건 연기 전쟁의 결과로 제약이 걸려 많이 적언된 모습이지 이전에는.
Well, I'm glad that laws have changed to help improve the environment a little bit. Even if it's still pollution encrusted.
노닥거릴 시간 없지 않은가? 어서 들어오시오.
We hurried towards Engdu's urgent cries.
검기 쪽에 아직도 부를 사람이 남았을 줄이야.
뭐야? 벌써 다 해치워놨네?
잔챙이들이요. 어째 하나같이 위로 올라갈 생각은 못하고 실력도 안 되는 것들을 깡으로 덤비기만 하더군.
An electric buzz of sorts played from the radio I had stashed in my clothes. Is someone calling this radio? The sound became much clearer when I unfolded the antenna from the radio.
여기는 LCD. 들리지? 들려? 대답! 빨리!
The voice coming from the other end of the radio was, upbeat, to put it mildly, and very chaotic. Okay. I just have to press this button, right? Well, I'll talk, but it's not like you can hear.
진짜 쌩깍거려.
Well, I'm glad you're amused.
이럴 때가 아니지. 어차피 전달만 하면 끝이니까 굳이 대답할 필요는 없어.
Hey there, Biscuit! How you going? No, it's, yield flesh and claim bones. That's what we're doing. Okay.
급하니까 한 번만 말할게. 너희가 회수해야 한다고 전달받은 모노리스, 그 검은 비석 말이야.
Him, please lose class. He hasn't lost a clash yet, with claiming bones, unfortunately. He just keeps on winning.
지금 그 위치에서 모노리스의 활동 신호가 엄청 강하게 나오거든? 사람을 강제로 뒤틀리만 시키는 신호 말이야.
Yep. The monolith causes people to distort. which we saw in the most recent event.
강제로 뒤틀림하를 시킨다고?
그거 전부 흘러나오기 전에 빨리 회수해야 해. 알았지? 아, 이건 또 뭐야?
A monolith.
아, 미안. 여기도 일하는 중이라 바쁘거든. 길게는 말 못 해주겠다. 암튼 급하다고 분명히 말했다. 이상 전달 끝.
This is just a Sattelker reference? What's that? I'm not familiar with that. I thought you were going to say that this was going to be... Oh, Stalker! Okay. Fair enough. Okay, I see the comparison now. I wouldn't say Stalker's obscure. I'd say it's more of a cult classic, I guess. Like one of the definitive Eurojank titles. Obscure is going a little bit too far. I think enough people know about Stalker, right? And people are certainly familiar with the novel that it's based on as well, which I do recommend, actually. I quite enjoyed the book. So surprisingly positive. The call dropped before any of us even had the chance to say anything. She's, pretty lively, huh?
한가롭게 감상을 말할 때냐?
저 여기 엘리베이터는 고장 난 것 같아요.
Guess we're going up the stairs.
그대들도 급해질 이유가 이제 충분해진 것 같군. 이대로 층계참을 돌파하는 것이 좋지 않겠는가?
You don't have a choice. Come on, let's go. Put the radio back in my pocket and began running up the stairs. I think if I were to play Stalker, I'd probably just play on normal.
착각하지 마라. 해파, 거태. 내 놈들 덕분에 내가 강해진 게 아니다. 내가
Almost got 1,000 already, which is good. Almost got ourselves a Heathcliff. Alright. Mentor and fellows. Let's go. To battle.
고통 없이 지식을 얻지 못한다나 뭐라나.
아이고.
You and me both, Gregor.
이거 얘들은 싱거운데 오히려 계단 타는 게 더 힘들잖아.
At least it isn't that stairwell in Final Fantasy VII.
이상하군. 그렇지 않은가?
뭐가?
어리바리한 것들 투성이지 않은가? 어찌 우리를 막아내려 자리한 것이 아니라 밀려 올라가기 싫어하는... 설마...
Engdu's expression darkened. Maybe she had an inkling of a bad omen.
우두머리라는 자가 걱정이 되는가?
Don Quixote carefully sidled to Engdu's side with a sympathetic expression.
그럴 수밖에 없어.
김삿갓이라는 분은 어떤 사람이었나요?
Engdu appeared conflicted, as though she was having trouble organizing her own thoughts. She shook her head and sighed.
늠름한 사람이었지. 지킬 것을 지키고 또한 죽일 것을 죽였다. 검계 안에서도 실력으로 줄을 세우면 반드시 손가락 안에 들으셨고 또 말수는 적으셔도 자기 좋아할 사람은 끔찍하게 챙기셨지. 그 결정만 없었더라도. 우리의 진우가 이렇게까지 궁지에 몰리는 일은 없었겠지만.
Sinclair half opened his mouth, apparently curious about what that decision might have been. But he soon realized that this was probably not the time to pry and quietly closed his mouth.
어떤 상황이든 빨리 올라가 보는 수밖에 없나?
Then, we have no choice but to make haste with her.
늦으면 내피랑 먼저 갈 거야.
Alright. Really? 3-5? Whatever. Yeah, go with that. Yeah, you're never losing that yield my flesh result, are you? Sewing and that. Alright, looks like we've got our ad break. So we will pause here and we will resume in a couple of minutes, alright? Be right back. Alright, we're back, and let's immediately engage. At least roll negative, damn it.
참고로 기계는 입에 발린 말 따위 쉽게 하지 않아요.
내가 응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴 해보자고.
Alright. guess we're going this way. Go with that. Go there. Go defense. You know what? Sure, go for an early Skullbuster.
된다면 사활을 건너.
Even if I won't get the upgrade to Sirius, I feel like winning the battles early on is important.
살을 태워.
Melee support! Thanks, Honglu.
먹어치워라. 기적해 찾아졌지 않나.
저들이 추풍과 같이 흔들려 보다 유리하지
Hey,
않겠어.
you got your concentration up. So, go for that. Might go for a defend there. Over here, finish him off. Going. Draw the sword. Full stop.
한 점만 노린다.
Didn't roll max there, but still did a fair amount of damage at least. Roll fails every single time there.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
하나 눕혔네. 이렇게 눕혀가다 보면 어느새 끝나는 게
Okay,
싸우는.
scissors on them. Yep, sure. Over here. Yeah, headshot. Yeah, go for that. And yeah, mark the target.
타겟 포착.
기적해 찾아졌지 않나. 아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
승객이 딱콩 한 번 먹었어.
흐드러지게.
Settle down, Biscuit. That wouldn't be fair. Oh, I like that one. Aiming in both directions with a headshot. That was nice.
이미 이길 거라고 확신하고 있으실 테니까.
You know, perfect win rate. That is what Merceau is. He's French.
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것. 희한하다.
유효타 좋아. 계속 집중하지.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다. 기도해.
잘 썰렸다.
깔끔한 절단 얘긴걸?
제대로 무너져.
직원들이 우세한 환경에 있습니다. 관리자님이 제 말을 집중해서 듣고 있었다는 결과겠죠. 이런 과정들을 통틀어 신뢰라고 부른다고 하더군요. 긍정적인 변화네요.
Oh, serious skullbuster. Here we go. Dead.
아까처럼만 해. 그럼 이번 전투도 쉽게 갈 수 있을 거야.
착각하지 마라. 해파, 거태. 내 놈들 덕분에 내가 강해진 게 아니다. 내가 강하기에 내 놈들을 휘두르는
from
거지.
getting Heathcliff. Alright, so let's go do this one now. Engage. I know, right? So close.
자, 회전 끝.
가서 할 수 있는 건 다 해보고 오라고. 저거다 한 주먹거리도 안 되는 놈들이니까.
It's alright, because I've got freaking full stock Heathcliff. Although having more Heathcliff is going to be good, certainly. Over here, mark the target. Yeah, go with that. Get some resonance going on. And
떨거지는
네.
잘라낸다.
지금 공로 지원한다.
비틀거리는 개체가 보입니다. 이전까지 있었던 대부분의 관리자들은 이 타이밍에서 결정적인 일격을 지시하곤 했죠.
Oh, excuse me. Alright. There. Go with that.
이 눈들을 너무 오래 보고 있지 마라. 홀려버려도 구해주지 않을 테니.
Yeah, alright, you can feel your flesh.
사격 개시.
아름다운 것. 그렇지 않은 것.
깔끔한 헤드샷. 머리통이 적절났다고.
He still got the good roll, but it's still want the counter.
우리가 우세. 서둘러 끝내보자고.
Well, paralyze is annoying, but yeah, it's fine. Okay. Acupuncture. Go with that. There. Yeah, okay.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리한다.
I do like how they've changed things to be like all a single wave for the most part, instead of separating them out. Yeah, go with full stop. No, I don't waste your bullet on that guy. Actually, hold up. You do that. There we go.
그 삶의 마침표를 효력사.
계속하라. 이렇게 찾아졌지.
지원을 갖추.
지금 공로 지원한다.
야호. 이기는 편.
Alright, and we'll just win rate that one here. guy's gonna have a fun day.
한 점만
Let's have
노린다.
30% protection, but he's up against the pulverization rift, so
깔끔한
doesn't matter.
너무 과했는데.
맞아. 살살해. 그러다 뼈라도 부서지면 팔 속에서 뼈가 씹힐 거라고.
지금이다. 해골 바가지, 거미 대가리. 자!
육청. 하이페어는
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 두드려 패. 그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수
Okay,
있을 줄
so we
알았냐?
can grab ourselves
저놈들
Heathcliff
무기
now.
보내줘서 철수하자고.
And grab that too while we're at it. Wonder why it's not quite lined up there. Maybe a little bit of a graphical UI glitch or something like that. Alright. I'll actually have to use one of my damn boxes for this. Alright, so let's go grab you.
조직끼리 모여서 한다는 게 이딴 시시한 회의라니. 대체 결정은 언제 하는 건데?
Got a Blade Lineage Otis over there. Guessing Gathering of Syndicates. So, I don't know what's sort of going on there. Suppose you'll sort of like find out in like the story for that. You know what? Since we're on it, why don't we unlock that story, shall we? I've got the thread available for it. Let's go have a look at Kurokumo Heathcliff and uptie him. We'll do the uptie story before we proceed, shall we? Okay, so lenticular rend, bleed, gain some defense. All right. Storm cloud, bleed count, and inflict attack power down. And we'll get Thunder Cleave as well. So 6+ bleed, coin power up. Gain Cumulus Wall. Defense skill, final power. Expires at turn end or after attack of the following rules of the back streets. Turn power up. Alright, so yeah, rules of the black back streets. Flashable counter. If Kurokumo clan captain Ishmael is on the field, activate the following. Convert the coins into unbreakable. And final power +3 upon clash lose. And if you have Cumulus Wall, unconditionally activate all reuse effects on this skill's coins. So normally you would need Dark Cloud Blade active and Battle Ready for those, but I guess you'd only sort of like be able to activate that if you've got like 2. You wouldn't be able to do this in like a focused battle unless you're doing like some sort of like solo shenanigans maybe. When a Kurokumo clan ally dies, gain slash power up. When 3 or more allies are defeated, get battle ready. So that increases bleed potency by +1 and gain slash power up and 3 slash damage up. Alright, he wants his guys to die. Gain Dark Cloud Blade when there are allies on the field. So similar to how Full Stop Heathcliff works with Full Stop Honglu, Kurokumo Heathcliff works with Kurokumo Ishmael. Gotcha. Heathcliff getting a lot of cooperative IDs, which is interesting considering Heathcliff's normally combative nature. So Dark Cloudblade is slash power and extra bleed on hit with slash, and like all of his things are slash, aren't they? Because he's Kurokumo. Against enemies that use defense skills. At plus damage. And can be attacked. Use an unopposed attack against the attacker with skill 1. If an enemy attacked another ally with a that's actually quite nice. He gets a free extra attack with his skill 1, just because his friends got hurt. And support. Yeah, extra damage. Yeah, alright, so let's do this. So, yeah, boost of speed. Damage, coin power up if the enemy's bleeding, and yeah. Oh, and slash fragility added on heads hit there. Alright, so up tie. And up tie again. Oh, so Lenticular Wren gets a coin boost, that's good. And a base boost. Alright, so let's go check out Heathcliff's story, shall we?
또 덤비고 싶은 놈 없지?
How you going anyway, Elemental? Hope you're doing alright. What a mess. When one thinks of an assembly, their brain might conjure the image of a forum for discussion, place to hash out each other's differences with words. But that is a rare sight in this city. There's no need to look very far for an example. This child is sitting in one. Necomata Mafia, huh? Yeah. I wonder if we'll end up getting like Necomata IDs later on. I think this is the first time we've heard of this syndicate before. Let's get one thing straight. It's the Tepu family's fuck-ups that caused the local merchants to jump ship. Yes or no? Fundamentally speaking, the Kurokumo clan has the responsibility to pay a greater share of the tribute we send. They're raking it in with their protection business, aren't they? And the Tepu family is another syndicate that we haven't heard of before, I don't think. The Knots? We're getting a whole bunch of syndicates. The Knots does not wish to be a part of this argument. Up to no good, nya? Nya! Yeah, see? I'm the Necomata Syndicate, see? And what I say goes. Yeah. My fault, your fault. You should pay more. No, you shouldn't. No, you should. People sitting in a room hazy with cigarette stench, barking impractical, meaningless boasts at each other. The child looks at them with open exasperation. Oh no, it is Kurokumo clan Otis, huh? Alright then. I am in agreement, but we are currently here in an official capacity. Don't be so rash in your speech. I doubt those sods can hear us over that bloody racket. How did it come to this? You're so mad about it, Go tell them yourself. Have you forgotten? An overwhelming majority of the syndicates that have gathered here are the Thumb's subsidiaries. Alright. I am but a wakashu. I am in no place to talk unless someone were to bestow me with the appropriate authority. If she did speak up, she would probably have to cut out her own tongue for her impudence, because the Thumb is all about respect, honor, like knowing your place and following the rules. Like, yeah, they're a criminal syndicate, but that is their thing. They're like a combination of like the Mafia and the Yakuza. They're very strict about that sort of stuff. It seems that even Captain Ishmael is unwilling to join the cacophony. The Kurokumo clan, the syndicate the child was a part of, was not exactly in a great position among those present. The Patriarch had, after an unfortunate incident, excused himself for a moment, and the former captain, who entered the library, was never heard from again. Talking about Thayo there, I guess. I guess Ishmael is not representing Thayo directly then, right? The only one with any degree of authority left was the newly and hastily appointed captain. Though she was technically the acting head of the syndicate, and authority given by the Patriarch, it was inevitable that the other syndicates would look down on them. Well, I'm sure the lass can handle this. Your faith in the captain seems to have grown since the last time we met. You seem to be bickering endlessly with her at the last assembly. Can't say I'm on good terms with her, even now. But going out for drinks together helps mend some things, build rapport, what have you. The bit of solidarity in it. We both wandered for a while before joining the syndicate. Both have bright bad bastards to get back at. See the picture? But I suppose that's no longer true now that she outranks you. Couldn't you have been a tad nicer about that jab? Oh well, she does deserve to be up there. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I remember making a promise with myself that I'd go back there as a successful man of quality. But now, I'm not so sure. What was I doing all this for anyway? Why even go back? Someone once told me that only people with a clearly defined goal get to the top. Like the lass. Seems like a sensible sort, this someone of yours. Yeah, boss man Mateo. Used to rely on him back at T-Corp. Oh, the assembly's breaking, I think. Looks like we're just going in circles. Let's reconvene tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. We'll never come to an agreement at this rate. Seconded. Heathcliff? Was it? Whispering all of a sudden. Make sure that the boys and girls stay on high alert tonight. Something's brewing. You serious, lass? Got to be a screw loose in the head to attack the Kurokumo clan on our own turf. I got this feeling from the conversation that they're trying to hone in on one of our businesses. Besides, they asked me where we were staying. Multiple times. Huh. These crazy bastards. Fine, let them try. I'll tear their heads from there. It's just a suspicion at the moment. Don't get too worked up yet. Anyway, I'm trusting you with this, okay? Some time passes, and the dark clouds shroud the moon in shadow. The child's suspicious had been true. Guessing that's supposed to be suspicions there. Oops. A few suspicious figures quietly stepped into the child's bedroom. They loomed over him for a moment before unsheathing their blades and stabbed, aiming straight for the child's untattooed neck. Huh. She weren't kidding. But the blade could not break his skin. Black tattoos, drawn over various parts of his body, quickly crowded around his neck like tufts of cloud. And the sword, clashing with the tattoo, slid off harmlessly. This ain't the first time, but blimey, that wasn't the end of it, yeah? What the hell? What is that? Kumo clan tattoos, lads. Your little knives won't work. Or do you not have these where you're from? The child's own blade flashed in the dark and struck the assassin in the neck, felling him to the ground. As soon as their death was confirmed, the child leaped from his bed and joined the others in the streets. There. Weren't you the one who warned us to stay alert? You're the last to join us. Was luring him there? I don't want to hear your nagging about. Never mind. Anyways, just how many of them are there? More than we expected. More syndicates were in on this alliance than we'd thought. Various syndicates had gathered in the streets to challenge the Kurokumo clan. Underestimated the Kurokumo clan, eh? Bastards. Captain will be here soon. We just have to hold out until she... Nope. Holding out ain't like the captain. We'll fight our way through them. I bet they're planning to go for the showdown with her anyway. The showdown. Syndicates of the eastern region often employed this tradition when making important decisions. Of course, losing or refusing did not result in consequences of any official capacity. In the eastern part of the city, where showdowns had become a part of the culture. In a way, defeat often meant that the morale of the allies would be severely dampened. And, as morale was quite an important element in battles with high head counts, looks like we're going to have to pave the way for her to accept their boss's challenge. A child rushed forward, blade in hand. Weaker attacks glanced off his enhancement tattoos as he focused on furiously cutting down the endless swarm of enemies. But his powerful charge eventually came to a grinding halt. The enemy syndicate's boss had blocked his path. Child fought to the best of his abilities, but after having cut through countless enemies, he was exhausted. 1, 2, 3. Child's form began to break with each clash. When even the enhancement tattoos couldn't block their onslaught, the child fell to his knees. Shite. I'm almost there. And that's when... Why didn't you wait? Look at you. You're a mess. Light footsteps approached from behind him. Oi, Captain. There was a shitload of them. I did quite alright considering the odds, didn't I? Oh? We past giving a shit about respect now. This is hardly the time to be facetious. Yeah, whatever you say. Why, zipped up and acted all serious. You'd have scolded me for trying too hard to look cool. True. Just the same old lass, ain't ya? His vision began to grow faint, like gathering clouds under a clear sky. My voice was coming through clear. My name is Ishmael, 34th captain of the Kurokumo clan. She'd never lost a fight, she began with that line. The child grinned with relief, even as he felt his consciousness leave. He does look pretty cool there, I have to say. Alright. So, grabbed ourselves a new phrase over here. Okay, yeah, don't you mess with our family. It's all about family. Expect people can do a lot with that one for their names, right? Okay, let's go back here. Yeah, I've got a little bit more time. Okay, so let's use ourselves a box here. There we go. And the origin of sin. Looks like we're fighting some spectacular here. It's all about family. Alright, let's go.
고통 없이 지식을 얻지 못한다나 뭐라나.
대부분 분야에서 저는 최고의 성능을 내는 AI지만 응원은 조금 더 준비 시간이 필요합니다. 공감의 영역은 잘 쓰지 않았던 기능이라 일단 먼지를 털어내야 하거든요.
Go with that one. Hold up. Ooh, got a double attack over here and they're all not quite fast enough. That's a little bit annoying. Alright. Yeah, sure, over there.
대가리 딱 떼도.
살을 베어내고 그 삶에 마침표를.
너무 과했는데.
맞아. 살살해. 그러다 뼈라도 부서지면 파이 속에서 뼈가 씹힐 거라고.
기적해 찢어졌지 않나.
다소 유리하구려.
Alright, so over here. That.
사격 개시.
다음 목표로.
내 죄는 내가 알아서 처리.
Was the ink and the way he fights. Yeah, I heard that he sort of fights like he's like swinging like a baseball bat or something like that, right? Go shoot one of them, shall we? Oh, looks like they've updated. Like they don't have the like Zayn or anything like that anymore. Like they've fully updated the things, like with what they said with the event, huh? All right, cool. With that. Over there.
대가리 딱 떼도
한 점만 노린다.
This is gonna hurt.
깔끔한 헤드샷. 예사롭지가
Got one of the big guys immediately.
실밥이 터졌나?
이제야 실력을 좀 내시네요. 평소에도 이러면 얼마나 좋습니까? 얍!
Okay, didn't get to yield your flesh, unfortunately.
방금 건 제대로 안 꺼냈어. 돌아가면 맥주라도 사야겠는걸?
Alright. You kill that one. Over there. And yeah, she'll go over there.
사격 개시.
기다려.
사격도 적재적소에 알맞은 탄을 써야 하는 법이지.
Alright.
뭐 사격에만 해당하는 얘기는 아닐 거야. 아마.
No headshot, it seems.
걱정은 하지 않겠습니다. 어차피 이미 이길 거라고 확신하고 있으실 테니까.
Alright. Go with that. Actually, at this point, we can go sort of like more full on, can't we?
타겟 포착 1시간.
좋아. 탄하구만.
으타! 먹어 쏘라.
이런 건 몽둥이가 약이지. 두드려 패.
다음 목표로.
역전이라는 단어는
떨거지는 잘라낸다. 위원을
역전 같은 소리 다 뒤질
There we
뻔하다가
go.
살아나갔는데 항상.
마지막에 이겼으면 된 거야.
We just fight the Picacula?
맞습니다.
여직 봐왔던 면면들과 다른 생김새요. 좀 더 심화된 듯한.
This was the first time that we ended up fighting grade 2s.
죄종의 다음 형태입니다. 사람마다 담아온 죄에 따라 죄종의 질이 달라지니 형태는 다양할 수 있습니다.
하지만 여태 이런 형태가 나타났던 적은 한 번도 없었는데요.
황금 가지를 회수함에 따라 죄종의 성장이 촉진되기도 합니다.
그 가지 뭐가 연관되지 않은 걸 찾는 게 더 빠르겠어. 생각 이상으로 어마어마한데?
아니 그러고 보니 이 죄종이라는 거 뭔가 죄를 상징하는 거였지.
My thoughts grow distant all of a sudden. No. The sinners grow distant while my thoughts draw nearer. Their voices grow muffled. The word sin feels oddly unfamiliar today.
자신을 잃고 원본의 모양을 상실한 모습으로 보이는구려.
뒤틀림이라는 것도 비슷한 거 아니었어?
누구는 뒤틀림이 되고 누구는 최종이 되고 무슨 기준인 걸까요?
Think I know. Planted in the hearts of all are seeds with ever-present potential to bloom.
관리자님? 뭐라고 했어? 파우가 설명하고 있어서 겹쳐서 안 들렸는데.
계속하자면 극심한 스트레스에서 자신을 유지할 수 있게 된다면 그건 뒤틀림으로 발전하고
When the light of that day descends upon the hearts of every human, blooming the seeds buried deep within.
관리자님?
If one's devoured by their sins, they are reborn in the form of their image reflecting the dreamt by those who are nothing.
단테, 괜찮은 거...
If one withstands, yet their sins, the heart I distorts fits there.
뭐야 시계 대가리? 갑자기 무게 잡고 뭘 중얼거리는 거야?
Hey there, Boomer and Rikavi. How you going?
심각한 소리가 나는데 저분 의체 머리에 무슨 문제라도.
Yet, if one seeks to bear the shell of their original hearts. Yeah, Dante's getting the information about, like, the difference between, like, distorting and, like, manifesting ego. Is, and also, like, becoming a Picatula as well.
에고? 그걸 말하려는 것이요?
And in a world perceived through their own, the shall be unveiled to their egos, melt into by of sin.
말투도 뭔가 저희 할아버지... 관리자님, 머리!
관리자님, 머리가 불타고 계십니다.
That's not good.
오, 불꽃.
She's just like, oh, that's nice.
진짜 터질 것 같은데요?
Only those who can define their own will?
야! 저러다 쟤 죽는다고! 뭐 방법이 없어?
I don't find a bucket of water. Only those who are awakened to their own dream?
뜨겁소. 관리자 나리의 머리에 있던 불은 뜨겁지 않아서 그저 장식이라고 생각했는데.
파우스타 씨, 그때 이야기했던 자폭 장치가 작동된 거 아니에요? 이 열기를 보면 정말 모든 걸 녹일 것처럼.
That's some impressive heat right there.
원리는 같습니다. 단테는 황금가지를 통해 본사 지하에 심어진 묘목의 뿌리와 연결된 상태로.
Yeah, and obviously the golden boughs are the light from Lobotomy Corporation, from Library of Ruiner. I don't know, maybe he's having a chat with a good old Carmen or something.
가지고 나발고 저 새끼 불을 꺼야 할 거 아니야.
Or is at least on the same wavelength as her.
물! 누군가 물 없어? 뭐라도 부어서 식혀보면.
Sometime later.
정신이 드는가?
My eyes. Well, if I had eyes, that is, opened slowly. I was lying on the ground, surrounded by the sinners. What happened?
기억을 못하는 것이요?
I guess I don't. I do remember walking up the stairs and suddenly feeling really dizzy.
관리자님, 복귀하면 반드시 수리 받으십시오.
I mean, in hell we lament, Kuro, right? Huh? A workshop? Did I malfunction or something?
무슨 기계 다루듯이 말하기는. 어차피 지금은 어떻게 할 수도 없는 것 같고.
복귀 후에 이야기 나누시죠. 우선은 활동에 지장은 없는 것 같습니다.
Engdu, where is...
이미 올라갔어. 궁금한 것도 걱정되는 것도 많지만 상황이 급하니 우리도 합류하는 게 좋겠구려.
Yeah. Okay. There was a lot I didn't understand, but since we're in the middle of an operation, let's deal with this first.
그 정도 화력으로 우리 사무소를 막을 수 있을 줄 알았냐? 저놈들 무기까지 주어서 철수하자고.
Alright, got ourselves another bunch of rewards there. And... Alright, so... looking at the time, I think we will wrap things up here for the night. But we will resume this event tomorrow. Alright? So, thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. Oh, hey there, Senpai. Thank you very much for the redeem. I'll get straight on that after the stream, so don't you worry. Let's go and see who is streaming what at the moment. What we're doing for the rest of the week. Tomorrow's going to be some more Limbus Company, so we'll finish off the event there, hopefully. The weekend, we'll be doing Super Robot Wars X on Saturday, and in the morning, we will be doing like a stream with Chiaki on her channel. What's the Astral Chain, I think it is. Astral Party, that's what it is. So, let's see, who shall we raid? Let's go and raid. Let's raid a fallen doll, shall we? There we go. Okay, so Fallen Doll is playing some Digimon Cyber Sleuth. Let's go over there and go say hello, shall we? Alright. Thank you very much as always. And hope to see you all next time. Okay? See ya!